With Star Trek Beyond just around the corner, I thought it was time to give you my top 5 Star Trek movies. Hi everybody, Ian here, and I'm running down my 5 favourite Star Trek movies. At number 5, Star Trek Into Darkness. In 2013, J.J. Abrams brought us a sequel to his rebooted Star Trek from 2009. While at times quite dark with some of the themes that it explores, it's still an action-packed adventure that kicks ass. The principal cast of the rebooted series are all here, as well as the additions of Alice Eve as Carol Marcus, Robocop's Peter Weller as a corrupt Starfleet admiral, and Benedict Cumberbatch as John Harrison. No wait, Khan. Number 4, Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Leonard Nimoy directed his second consecutive Star Trek feature, with 1986's Voyage Home. The crew of the Enterprise are responding to a distress call from Earth, whereas a probe is devastating the planet. The only way to save Earth is to go back in time and rescue 2 humpback whales. The film has a particularly eco message that it's trying to portray, but it's still very funny, and certainly now looking back, very retro. Hilarious parts in the film are when Chekhov is caught aboard the Enterprise, a nuclear warship, where they're trying to steal power, and when Scotty is trying to talk to a computer using a mouse. If only Siri was available back then. And of course, Kirk's trash talking, double dumbass on you. At number 3, 2009's Star Trek Reboot. J.J. Abrams was brought aboard to direct Star Trek The Reboot, featuring the early days of Kirk and Co. It was an action-packed, genuinely funny entry that took everything we knew about Star Trek canon and threw it totally out of the window. Star Trek First Contact, my number 2 pick. Jonathan Frakes, Riker himself, took to directorial duties in 1996 of Star Trek First Contact. The story itself never lets up with action, comedic moments, and genuinely creepy suspense, as the Borg are back, led by Alice Krige as the Borg Queen. Making good use of the principal cast, as they all have something to do as they go back in time to try to stop the Borg. This is by far the best of the Next Generation features, and as you can see by the place I've put it in my rankings, one of the best Star Trek movies of all time in my opinion. And my number 1 Star Trek movie of all time, 1982's Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. In The Wrath of Khan, we see Kirk, Spock and company return, as Kirk is an admiral who is visiting the Enterprise on a training mission, being run by Captain Spock. This movie is light years ahead of its immediate predecessor Star Trek The Motion Picture, and is action-packed and never lets up in pace. The special effects, while look slightly dated today, still hold up when compared to other movies, and at the time must have looked absolutely amazing. Ricardo Montalban returns as Khan, Kirk's nemesis, as he looks for revenge. This time around we'll get to see a little bit of Kirk's past as we see Carol Marcus, his ex, and his son David. The film is standout for many moments, but not least of all the climax, which is very, very emotional and sets up the events of the film that would come after it, Star Trek III. So there we have it guys, my top 5 Star Trek movies of all time. Why don't you leave me down below in the comments your top 5 movies, and I'll be having a review of Star Trek Beyond on this channel very soon, or if you're watching this after release, look for the link in the suggested videos above. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.